Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Gray Hair and Tattoos. My name is Lonnie, and today I am going to give you my aftercare tips for your brand new tattoo. Now, after 28 years of being tattooed, I have this down to a mad science. So make sure to like and follow, and I will give you the 2 different ways that I heal my tattoos. If you've been following along in this series that I've been doing, you 1, have designed your beautiful new tattoo. 2, you picked your amazing artist, you got your tattoo, and now the 3rd step in this series is the aftercare. You're walking out of the shop with a brand new tattoo and you just need some tips on how to heal it properly, years and decades to come. And like I mentioned, I have 2 different ways that I heal my tattoos. It really depends on the tattoo, the placement, and the artist's recommendation as to how they would like me to heal the tattoo when I walk out of the shop. So let's start with the what I like to call the old-fashioned way of how to heal your tattoo. The old-fashioned way that I am talking about is soap and lotion, keeping it clean. So let's paint a scenario. You just got tattooed and your artist is cleaning you all up. They put some of the salve on you, they wrap you in cellophane, they tape it up, and they send you out the door. If you're like, yeah, that's what happens, that's how I get sent home, these are the tips for you. So I'm super excited. I get home, I'm like, I got a new tattoo. I typically wait about an hour before I remove the wrapping, and then I wash it with fragrance-free soap, and I get it all nice and cleaned up. Then you want to take a clean towel. Make sure you don't pick up like a towel off your bathroom floor or one that you've been using for weeks, but get a clean towel that is, that is germ-free, and you just sit there and you pat it dry. You don't want to rub it, you don't want to irritate it, but just take the clean towel and you pat it dry. Pat, 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 just like that. So maybe after the first couple of days, starting to heal, I don't feel the necessity to have to wash it as often, but I do carry my fragrance-free lotion with me continuously. So if I'm out and about, and I'm shopping, also I'm like, it's starting to feel a little tight, I'll go into the bathroom. Again, I wash my hands because you want to keep it nice and sanitary. Take out my fragrance-free lotion and I keep it moisturized the entire time. The old-fashioned way is just keeping it clean with fragrance-free soap. It's really super important that it's fragrance-free because you don't want all those extra chemicals and just anything like that irritating your skin. And you want to keep it moisturized. You want to keep it moisturized because it just gets tight and it hurts if it's not moisturized. And you want your skin to heal in the best way possible. A week goes by, usually about 7 to 10 days, and my tattoo will start to just peel like crazy. I'll be in the shower, I'll be like la 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 la, because that's what I do in the shower, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, my tattoo is in my hand, which is perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal, and that's what's supposed to happen. Once that starts happening, once your tattoo starts sloughing off, it is the best feeling. All of a sudden that tightness goes away, the itchiness goes away, and your tattoo is on a really good path to be healing properly. The second way I heal a tattoo is actually with a second skin. So I think that's kind of funny. Second way, second skin. But you get where I'm going. Second skin is just basically a film that you put over your fresh tattoo and you just stick it on there like a sticker and you leave it for about 5 days. So for example, just got a brand new Austin Maples tattoo and I'm like, this is so exciting. What he does is he wraps up the tattoo for me. Now, I've done all sorts of TikToks and all sorts of Instagrams and all sorts of YouTubes showing me unwrapping my new tattoo from Austin the next day, and it is amazing how many people tell me you're over dramatic, you're using too much product, it's an overkill, get over it. I'm not wrapping my tattoo, my artist is. So if you think it's an overkill, you know what, find Austin's website and tell him he's wrapping up my tattoos too much, because I have to tell you, his tattoos heal beautifully, so whatever he's doing right. So Austin wraps up my tattoo and sends me home. I sleep in that wrapping overnight. Whereas when the old-fashioned way, I removed it in an hour. With Austin's, I sleep in it all night long. I wake up in the morning. That's when I unwrap it, jump in the shower, and I wash it with that fragrance-free soap again. I wash up my new tattoo. I get out of the shower, my fresh towel, pat, 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 and then I let it air dry even more for about 20 to 30 minutes because I want it to be completely dry. In those 15 or 20 minutes, I don't add any lotion, nothing. It is just my tattoo, my skin, and air. Once I know it's completely dry, I get my second skin and I apply it right on top of my tattoo like a sticker. You know those stickers that you put on the back of your car, like on the window, and you put it on and then you peel the back off and it's just there? That's how this second skin works. I peel off the backing. It's a nice little film right over my fresh tattoo, and then I don't touch it. I don't touch it for another 5 days. At the end of 5 days, you get back in the shower, you let the water hit it, and you just peel it off. When you're taking the second skin off, it will actually come up with the second skin. You're like, oh my gosh, I just peeled off my tattoo. Don't worry about it. It's just this top layer peeling off. Everything is perfectly fine. I have it peeled off in the shower. I get out, again, I dry it, pat, 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 clean towel, pat, 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 and that's just it. I apply my fragrance-free lotion and I go about my day. The second skin way is really very convenient. And by convenient, I mean, like, have you ever had a new tattoo and you're sleeping and you roll over and you're like, ah, I just rolled over on my new tattoo? Or you get your calf tattooed and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to wear a pair of pants today. And you're like, ah, I cannot stand that feeling. With the second skin product, none of that happens. You can wear pants, you don't feel it when you're sleeping, and I gotta tell you, it's a really cool way to heal a tattoo. You're out there and you're like, okay, Lonnie, that second way, the second skin sounds really cool. Why don't you do that on every single tattoo? And the reason I don't is because sometimes the placements, the second skin just doesn't stick. For example, like your elbow, your hand, if it is an area that's going to be moving a lot, rounded edges, it just, in my opinion, it doesn't stick on well enough to even bother. And most importantly, I use the second skin when my artist recommends a second skin. I heal it the old-fashioned way when my artist recommends healing it that way. The most important takeaway from these two tips is that you're going to ask your artist for their advice on how to heal your tattoo. And whatever they say, that is the best way to heal your tattoo. So you can take my tips from me, but most importantly, listen to your artist. Now, some real important tips, regardless if you heal your tattoos the old-fashioned way or the second skin way. I recommend staying out of direct sunlight. I mean, like sunbathing, spending long periods of time with the sun just baking on your new tattoo for a minimum of 3 months and preferably 6 months. Along with the sun, please stay out of water. And I mean, if it's raining, you don't have to run. And I'm not telling you to not take a shower, but stay out of hot tubs, stay out of pools, stay out of the ocean, stay out of all water like that for, again, minimum of 3 months, and I say a maximum of 6 months. It's super important because you just don't want an infection to happen, because if you do get an infection, it could very well just distort your tattoo. So no sun and no swimming. Might not sound fun, but you're gonna have a beautiful tattoo that's gonna last you a while. So I mentioned products. I mentioned soap, I mentioned fragrance-free lotion, and there's some other products that I do recommend. I am an Amazon influencer, so what I did is I put a little tattoo aftercare products in my link. So that is down below. So if you want to check out any of the products that I use, or actually I recommend, you can check the link below and it will take you to my Amazon storefront, and everything will be there for you to check out. Like I said, it's up to you, but I wanted to give you that option. And those are my 2 ways to heal a tattoo. I hope you found my tips helpful. And like I said, I've been getting tattooed for many, many years, and these 2 ways work really well for me. If you heal your tattoos in a different way and it works for you, I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just trying to give you different tips and different ideas to heal your tattoos. If you're out there and you're like, Lonnie, I'm gonna get my first tattoo and I think your tips are amazing, I think my tips are amazing also, and I would recommend using either one. So as always, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please make sure to like and follow for more great content, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.